Question 7. The diagram below is an illustration of the reproductive system of a mammal. Study the diagram and use it to answer questions A and B. A. Identify the structure illustrated in the diagram. Name the parts labeled I to X. State one function each of the parts labeled I, IV, V, VI, and X. B. I. Explain briefly how the parts labeled VIII is adapted to life. Describe briefly the process in humans that give rise to the formation of the part labeled VIII. I. Identification of structure of mammalian/human embryo/fetus in the womb. II. Label parts of 1. Placenta, the chorion, amnion, amniotic fluid, vagina, birth canal, cervix, uterus, womb, uterine wall, embryo, fetus, umbilical cord, fallopian tube/oviduct. Identification of structure of mammalian/human embryo, fetus in the womb. II. Label parts. Label of parts. Answers to question number 7AI. Identification of structure is a mammalian/human embryo, fetus in the womb. 7AI. Label of parts. I. Placenta. II. Chorion. III. Amnion. IV. Amniotic fluid. V. Vagina/birth canal. VI. Cervix. VII. Uterus/womb/uterine wall. VIII. Embryo/fetus. IX. Umbilical cord. X. Fallopian tube/oviduct. III. State one function each of the parts labeled I, IV, V, VI, and X. I. Exchange of materials between mother and embryo. IV. Protects the embryo from shock/damage. V. Opening for passage of sperms into the female/delivery of the fetus. VI. A gateway to the uterus, womb, for passage of sperm, blood, secretions. Functions of parts labeled I, IV, V, VI, and X. Functions of parts labeled I, IV, V, VI, and X. I. Exchange of materials between mother and embryo. IV. Protects the embryo from shock or damage. V. Opening for passage of sperms into the female/delivery of the fetus. VI. A gateway to the uterus/womb/ for passage of sperm/blood, and secretes mucus to keep the vagina lubricated/allows passage of fetus. X. Site for fertilization, receives matured egg/ovum/passage of egg into the uterus. 7BI. Adaptation of labeled wall VIII/embryo to life. The embryo is adapted to life by the placenta, a structure that allows the embryo to remove waste products through the mother, at the same time obtain oxygen, water, and digested food/antibodies. Presence of amniotic fluid serves as shock absorber protects it against injury, damage, highly vascularized umbilical cord that connects mother to fetus to promote exchange of materials. Note, structure and function must tally to score. Process that leads to the formation of the part labeled VIII, the embryo/fetus. The process by which the embryo is formed is sexual production. During mating, the male human introduces the erect penis into the vagina of a female human, thereby ejaculates, releases sperms into the vagina. Sperms swim to the uterus through the cervix, then into the oviduct, the fallopian tube, to meet a matured egg which has been released from the ovary when ovulation occurs. Sperms fertilizes the egg, that's the ovum, to form a zygote which migrates to the womb, the uterus, becomes and gets implanted into the inner lining of the uterus. This develops into the structure labeled VIII, that's the embryo/the fetus. Question 8. The diagram below is an illustration of a biotic community. Study it carefully and use it to answer questions 2A to 2D. AI. Name the biotic community represented in the diagram. II. State the two characteristic features of the community named in 2AI. BI. State 5 abiotic factors that can influence the biotic community named in 2AI. Name one instrument each for measuring the abiotic factors stated in 2BI. State 2 effects of rainfall on the community. CII. Name the predominant plant and one animal predator usually found in the community. D. State two characteristic features each of the plant and animal mentioned in 2C. State two ways by which each of the plants and animal mentioned in 2C are adapted to the environment. Answers. Name of community: Guinea savanna or savanna. Characteristic features of community: plenty grass, scattered few trees, trees with broad crowns. Many herbivores, rodents. Name herbivores: carnivore, name carnivore, guinea fowl, grasshoppers. C. I. Abiotic factors: rainfall, humidity, pressure, atmospheric pressure, wind, light intensity, sunlight. D. pH, soil edaphic factors: instruments, rain gauge, hygrometer, thermometer, barometer, anemometer, wind vane, pH meter. Effects of rainfall. When there is sufficient rainfall, grasses grow taller, plenty grasses and animals will abound. Heavy rainfall leads to soil erosion, leaching, flooding. When there is scarcity of rainfall, grasses dry up, wither, and die. The animals emigrate, disperse, may die, or estivate.